I think that's only a very natural graduation from being Topshe to Feluda, because I think Topshe has always wanted to, emulate and eventually become Feluda.
Yeah. So is your Hindi good? Like, do you have an accent?
I would like to believe I don't.
Hello and welcome to the Quint. We are now on an interview with Parambrata Chattopadhyay, who's coming up with a new film called Shonar Pahar.
The movie is actually a very personal journey on one hand, and on the other hand, it is at least intended to be, meant to be a very, very warm-hearted, soft-hearted tale of friendship between a 70-year-old woman and a 7-year-old boy, which is a very unlikely bonding that forms between these two people, and how these two people who are at two different ends of their lives, one is almost at the fag end of her life and one is just about to start, how these two form this very, very unique bonding, and how that changes their lives as well as the lives they were leading right before this. How this friendship transforms their existence and that of the people around them. That's what the film is about. Just to get to meet her is a very sweet experience on its own, and getting to work with her, what struck us the most was her innate simplicity and her absolute straightforwardness, in the sense that, I mean, she's been sort of a superstar in her heydays, and even today she's regarded as one of the kind of the legendary figures of Indian cinema. But the way she comes across to you is so simple, is so down to earth, very direct. That sometimes it's almost like it's like a dream. You tend not to believe it, actually, because you expect people of that stature coming in with a lot of baggage. I mean, I'm no pun intended. I mean, I don't want to derogate anyone, I don't want to demean anyone, but yes, usually, stars, so as to speak, they even we, when we go on shoots, we have a couple of spot boys with us and a personal makeup artist and all that jazz. But she just flew in from Bombay with a friend of hers, and that was it. Nothing. We were expecting like a whole entourage, but no one came with her. And I would like to call that a graduation, not a promotion. I think that's only a very natural graduation from being Topshe to Feluda, because I think Topshe has always wanted to, emulate and eventually become Feluda. So that's, like, for me, somebody who's played Topshe in 3 films, I think it's only a very natural graduation.
That's like Topshe realizing his dream, and like
Topshe realizing his dream, yes. They keenly follow regional cinema, Bengali cinema included, and because Bengali cinema has been producing quite good content for the last few years, I think they have a very keen eye towards Bengali cinema and people who are key players, be them directors, be them actors in regional cinema. So yes, there's a tremendous amount of respect, and also I think what helps is some amount of exposure to national cinema and being able to more or less speak fluently in Hindi. That also helps, I think. Yeah.
So is your Hindi good? Like, do you have an accent?
I would like to believe I don't. There's an interesting incident that happened on the shoot of Pari. So when I was asking during the workshops, I was asking my director that, so do you think I should try and put on a Bengali accent to my Hindi? And the director was, who himself spoke with a thick Bengali accent, he was like, I'm not. And then Anushka was sitting and said, what do you mean, Paul? Who tells you that you don't have one? Yeah, I said, oh, I always believed that.
You get your khati hai and khata hai and all
no,
of that.
I get that right. I usually get that right, yes.
You get your gender right.
More or less. Like, I would say in 7 to 8 times out of 10, I think I get that right, which is pretty alright for a Bengali. I just met a director in 2 days ago in Mumbai, and I was like, wonderful, thank you so much, this is really nice, and my Hindi is not bad. I was, no, your Hindi is very good. In fact, there are some casting directors in Bombay, like Hani Trahan and all that. The moment they see me, they tell me that this is one Bengali actor whose Hindi is very clear. It's very clear, not like other Bengali actors.